Hey, good Wednesday evening, everyone. In case you missed the 6 o'clock news, let's do a little web update for you on the potential for some thunderstorms and maybe even some severe weather this evening. Been watching the trends over the last couple of hours, and storms have actually been kind of struggling a little bit in western and central Ohio. First things first, here at 7 o'clock, or just before 7 o'clock, it's still fairly sunny in Boardman. Not too many clouds at all out there. Same idea in Niles on 422. Beautiful evening. It's warm, it's humid, and yes, it is still dry. Live scan. Well, let's look at the visible satellite first. And yeah, the clouds are increasing to our west, certainly closer to the thunderstorms, but locally, things are still very, very sunny in most spots and very quiet on the radar. Let's zoom into our local area here. Nothing going on locally. We have one batch of storms that is missing us to the north. This is impacting the eastern suburbs of Cleveland, heading over into Geauga, Lake, and Ashtabula counties. So if you happen to be heading out on Route 11 up into Ashtabula and getting set to head on to 90, you're going to run into these over the next couple of hours. But all of this generally is moving to the northeast. Let's put an hour's worth of a loop on this. You can see that everything is just kind of moving east-northeast. Now, the southern flank of this, back towards southwestern Geauga County, this may very well clip northern parts of Trumbull County, sort of around Mespo and north of Mosquito Lake. That southern fringe might kind of clip you in far northern Trumbull over the next hour or so. But for most of us, we're going to wait on these storms that are back here across western Ohio to move east. These are moving kind of in this direction. These are all north of Columbus right now. And these have been struggling a little bit. The instability has been a little lower in the environment these storms are moving into, so we haven't seen much in the way of real craziness over the last couple of hours. There's one severe thunderstorm warning with this. This is in Union County, Ohio, with the storm that's moving through there. Let's pop the radar back on. And probably a wind producer, maybe even some hail with this. We can do a quick hail track, show you what the radar has picked up. Yeah, this has been producing some hail northwest of Columbus over the last hour or so. So one warning, but there is still a severe thunderstorm watch for at least 2 more minutes anyway. This will expire at 7 o'clock Eastern for much of northern Ohio. Now, it remains to be seen whether or not they're going to issue a new watch to replace this or go east of this. Haven't seen an indication either way as to whether a new watch will come out, but certainly something we're going to keep an eye on. So for most of us, we're a couple of hours away from much in the way of shower and thunderstorm activity. Let's take a look at, let's skip ahead to our high-resolution computer model here, Futurecast, showing the storms off to the north here at 7 o'clock. As we roll forward to 9:30, 10 o'clock, that's when that western Ohio batch of storms is likely to push in. Now, whether or not this produces severe weather, remains to be seen a little bit. We're going to have to see what these storms decide to do over the next hour or so. But the chances there, anyway, that around 9:30, 10 o'clock, these will get a little hot and heavy with some rain. The rain's not necessarily a bad thing. Things are getting a little dry. And, of course, we don't want the severe weather. Notice everything pushes out then overnight. Could have a little fog later on tonight and first thing tomorrow morning. So, Andrew's in the house. Is Andrew back there? Wave, Andrew. Andrew and I will possibly launch a live stream on WFMJ.com here in a little while, depending on what the situation, does here as we go through the 7 and 8 o'clock hours, and I'll be posting things, as always, on social media, on Facebook and Twitter. In the meantime, have a great Wednesday evening.